Welcome back to the Lunch Table, Food for Thought. I'm Nico. Blitz. Subscribe, like, comment, rate, do all that. Also, we're on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, so you can listen to me and the Lunch Table and all my special guests in your car, in the shower, in your living room while you're doing laundry, anything like that, man. However, my next special guest, man, I didn't realize he was coming all the way from Texas. However, he lives here in California now. He goes by the name of 5Star Denature. 5-Star was popping, man.
What's good, man?
It's kind of a mouthful, so I can't be saying 5-Star Denature the entire time. So I'm gonna just
It's
go
a
by
five.
five.
Five,
Okay,
yeah,
we'll
five.
go by 5, man.
Yeah.
We'll go by 5. How's everything going in California for you, bro?
Everything good to go, man. Everything is good. How people present it to be when you come from like another state, how it's gonna be so crazy and everything. You think that you're gonna get down here and then, oh man, it's about to be crazy. It's gonna be a wrap. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. The moment I got down here, it's actually been pretty good. So you know what I mean. Blessed by God, really helped me out through a lot of situations to make sure I'm good to go the whole way.
That's good, man. So we're going to be talking about all those situations.
Yeah.
Every single one of them, bro. First of all, let me tell you, I really love your accent.
I appreciate that.
I really do.
Man.
So, growing up in Texas, what city exactly again?
Primarily Longview, Texas. Most of the family is in Dallas, Texas, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, did you grow up in Dallas or no?
I grew up in Longview.
Longview.
Every summer
okay.
I went to Dallas.
How far are the cities?
It's like 110 miles different.
Shit.
So don't tell nobody that from LA. You know what I mean? It's going to be crazy to tell somebody like that from LA. Oh, you drove 110 miles?
That's crazy. Okay, see, because like 110 miles in California would probably be like, what, Jasmine, maybe 2 hours or something? How about in Texas? Kind of the same?
No, it's like around that, hour and 30.
Okay.
But if you got traffic out here, it probably arrange to like 3 maybe.
Another 3,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. But you still can't tell nobody in LA.
I
They're
feel
just not used to driving at all.
Nah, hell
you know what I mean? We got to drive 10 miles to get to your house?
It's like, fuck that. That's like 40 minutes.
That's 40 minutes. We can't do that. Meet me halfway.
So, Longview?
Yeah.
So, is it a small town, big city? What type of place is Longview?
Very small town. Everybody knows each other, you know what I mean? So a lot of drama, a lot of gossip.
Oh, God.
You know what I mean? Everybody cool with each other. Everybody butting heads with each other. Just type of stuff like that. Good food, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Good food. Now, I heard everything in Texas is big, including the food.
Yeah, the food is crazy. Food is exceptional. Crazy. You know what I mean? I go back just so I can eat it again.
What's some food in Texas that's only exclusive to Texas? Or even just like Longview?
Fast food, I would say stuff like Texas Roadhouse for sure off the back. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You go get like they rolls, it's a wrap. You know
Rolls
what I mean?
like bread rolls?
Yeah, like the bread rolls. It's like, man, I don't even want to describe it to you. I just want to be like surprised so people can go there and just check it out. You know what I mean? They got like a few spots out there, you know what I mean? But the spots that I like mostly is like the local spots. They got a spot out there called Carter's.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a barbecue spot out there, get the ribs and everything. And it takes, man, I went out here and tried a few spots and nothing is not even close to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, Jasmine was telling me, well, I mean, Jasmine's vegan, but like one of our homies from Texas was telling me like the ribs and the barbecue is just way
crazy.
better out there.
It's crazy, man. So if anybody wants the best food in the world, go to Texas. You know what I mean?
Texas.
Even though I haven't been in other states other than Cali, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm going to assume that Texas is better than the world.
Yeah. So, Longview, what was your childhood like growing up in Longview? Like, very small city, everybody knew everybody. Did you feel a little bit more, like, enclosed? Like, you kind of had to, like, venture off and whatnot?
I mean, young, I didn't really feel like I needed to venture off anything like that because you don't really focus on, like, big things or big dreams when you like growing up as a kid, you know what I mean? So I was just really happy to be around my grandma, be around the house, just have fun. She kept me in the house a lot to stay out of trouble and from getting in bad things. So I really never looked towards anything like that. But when I grew up, I did feel the need to venture out because the older I grew, the more I felt like I was being closed in, that it's this many states. It's this many countries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's this many cities. I've been in this one spot the whole time. You know what I mean? I felt like I was doing
the
nothing.
same shit every single day.
Thing. I was like, oh, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think probably around 18, 19 is when I felt like I need to venture off, go to another state, go to another place, go this, just to see how life is, you know what I mean? Venture off and do other things.
I feel you. So even in high school, were you just like kicking it, or were you playing sports?
Yeah, I was playing football.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Texas is huge on football.
It's crazy. Matter of fact, shout out to my team, Longview Lobos, you know what I'm saying? We just won they just won the state championship.
Yay.
I think it was like 83 years, I believe, 83, 84, something like that since the last time they won. Yeah, they just won the state championship 16-0. Killers. Ain't playing no
There
games.
We go.
903. You know what I'm saying?
There we go.
Have to put that out there. Yeah, man, but yeah, football was crazy. I played football through middle school and high school. Hard hitter, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything was going good. I matured like my junior year, got a starting spot. Got a few injuries after I got the starting spot, and a killer came in from another school that ran like a 4-3. You know what I mean? Our team is like cold, so it's like if you slip up and get injuries, you know what I'm saying? Straight up, you lost your spot. You know what I mean?
Man.
So it's just a lot of talented people. It's all good. I stayed playing football in college, and then after that, I ventured off into music after my freshman year in college.
Okay. What year did you graduate high school then?
2012.
2012. Okay, see, I'm an 11 baby, so we're not
too. Yeah, we're right there.
That's pretty close. What college did you end up going to?
I went to 3 colleges. I went to Navarro. That's the Navarro College. That's the first one I went for football, and ended up not going exactly how I wanted to because I want things to go perfect all the time. You know
so how was it like imperfect, I guess?
Lifestyle and everything was great. You know what I mean? I had a bowling class.
It's like, let me just get these extra 2 credits in to be a full-time student. That's hella funny.
Yeah, man. So I had a lot of A1 classes like that, man. I was going to bowling for a class, you know what I mean? So the lifestyle was A1. They had a lot of parties there. Everything was dope. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was cool with me and stuff like that. The football was great, too. It just, when I tried out for the team, you know what I mean? They just told me straight up that they brought too many DBs in, and they was keeping too many DBs that's coming in. So that was like, they wasn't really going to need to have a use for any more DBs. They wasn't even looking for any more. So that's what made me like, all right, I need to go to another school. And that's when I ended up going to Kilgore College. I went to Kilgore College after that. And that's when I got into music to where I like downloaded some illegal software, Logic, you know what I'm saying? Logic Pro.
Shout out to Logic. We're using that shit right now.
Hopefully I don't get in trouble for saying that in the future. Yeah.
Allegedly.
I got that joint though, tried it out, figured out how to use it, and tried, you know what I'm saying, listening to the song now, it was straight trash. I didn't know that though.
What was the song called?
Damn, what was that? I can't remember exactly what the song was.
But I don't want people to search this shit up. That's really what it is.
I know I was saying no games a lot though. I was saying
you say no games.
I was saying playing no games a lot in the song. So I really thought I was that dude. I thought I was killing it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I remember. Yeah, I had made that song. I made it through the built-in mic on the MacBook. So
I was doing the same shit.
So we killing them there. He know the same
that's
thing.
what I'm talking about, man. Like, cause the little ass mic was just right here, and I was like, "Yo, like this'll do." I used to record my shit. Yeah, it'll work. I used to record this shit like in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like, because me and my sister's rooms were connecting, but then the bathroom connected us, and I was like, "Okay, so hey, Sabrina, just chill for like
real quick.
Be quiet for like 5 minutes. Record the shit. All right, put that shit up on MySpace when MySpace was still relevant."
I was throwing mine on SoundCloud at the time. Yeah. But yeah, after I threw it on. After I threw that joint on, my friends thought it wasn't me. They thought it was, you know what I'm saying? They thought there's no way it could be this guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I was actually good. I just don't think they thought I could actually just make a song sound like a song. Because now that I listen to it today, I'm like, oh, I was straight trash. You know what I'm saying? But I'm okay with it.
But they thought it was cool, though.
Yeah, they thought it was cool. So that's what made me get into it. So it's like, I'm going to try it. I feel like it was a good path to lead. I feel like it was a big way that I could control my own power and be like my own boss and be able to venture off and help people in the world using it. Because I used to write poetry, you know what I mean?
Cool.
So it was a way for me to translate that up into music to where I can let people know exactly how I feel and at the same time influence people to change their lives at the same way. You know what I'm
Damn,
saying?
that's
By
powerful,
using that.
man.
So I was like, man, I felt like it was a better direction for me to go. I feel like as far as I want to go in life, it'll depend on me instead of depending on someone else. You know what I mean? So it was that's what really got me that direction.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting how, because it seems like you didn't have any musical aspirations up until when you hit college, right? But you just mentioned that you used to do poetry. How'd you even get into poetry when you were younger?
Man, damn, I wouldn't even remember, to be
Like
honest.
because you say you were kicking it with your grandma a lot.
Yeah, I was just cooling. I wouldn't even be able to tell you exactly how I got into it at all. But I know how I probably got good at it. I was
Okay.
like up in elementary school, and I used to write it so much. You know what I mean? Dudes started paying me like money to like write them a little poetry, like note real quick, so they could give it to their
It's
girlfriend.
like, hey, bro, I'm trying to holler at homegirl right there. Write me something.
I was straight up getting like $5 a day from dudes coming up to me saying, "Hey, write this real quick," and I was just doing just writing it real fast. So, yeah, man, I got good at doing that, and you know what I'm saying, putting emotions into it, and I was like, yo, man, I can put this into music, and then it's like, boom, boom, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and run it.
Yeah. No, that's a cool way to go about things. You were making money off music before all the streaming and shit.
Man, I'm trying out there, man, selling Kenny and everything up in the school.
Like Valentine's Day coming up, cool. Let's write that
man,
shit.
you grinded in Texas.
So you kind of saw music, did you feel like football, you were like completely done with it after you kept on like moving schools?
Nah, because I really had a deep love for it the same way as music, so it was hard for me to choose between which one to do because it was such strong career paths where it's like, yo, if I choose this, it could change my life. If I choose this, it could change my life. But I love both of them while I was doing it. And so I think what really happened while I decided to do both of them at the same time when I first started. So it was like I'm working out 5 times a day, you know what I'm saying, doing football and training and going to the field, and then at the same time for like 5 or 10 hours a day, I'm on like the laptop studying freestyles, rap schemes, looking at interviews, etc., learning about music and stuff like that. And then I got to a point where I saw a video that Tyler Perry put out. You know what I mean? He was basically just explaining how he made it and everything. And one thing that stuck out to me was he said that if you want to make it in something, you just gotta choose one thing and give it your all. It's like if you try to do more than one thing, the same amount it takes for you to give everything you got to get to the lead or to be a producer or to be this or that. You know what I'm saying? You got to give it all. And so if you're trying to give it all in this and then you're giving it all in another thing as well, both of these things only getting half of you. You know what I mean? So he was like, you're going to end up being good at this and you're going to be good at that. But you're not going to be great at neither one of them. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, you got to cut one off and then give everything you got on one of them. So, I mean, at that point, that's why I told you about the music. I just felt like I had more full control of everything. So it just, like, overall led me to make the decision that I'm going to just cut off football completely and just take the risk and go with music. You know what I'm saying? Thank God everything turned out right.
No, yeah, that reminds me of this quote that my cousin always used to tell me when I was a kid. And he was like, yeah, bro, you shouldn't half-ass 2 things. Yeah. You should just whole-ass one thing. And I was like, yeah, that actually really makes a lot of sense.
Man.
And it's the same way you applied it to music and whatnot. Were there any, like, early influences you were getting to try to, like, craft your sound?
Yeah. Eminem, Meek Mill, my favorite artist.
Oh, really?
Man. Yeah, he's the favorite artist. I love that energy.
That Championships album is fire,
crazy,
bro.
Man. The dude is 100. The day I work with that man in the industry, it's gonna be a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's gonna be a done deal.
What was it about Meek that really got you like excited to listen to his music?
I just really liked the him, how authentic he was. You know what I'm saying? See that he really read where he came from. He really you could hear the energy in his music. You know what I'm saying? You could sense and feel that he like serious about it. He's not just saying something to just make it sound cool. You know what I mean? It just sounds real when I listen to it. And I really liked everything about it. So when it made me do music, just wanted me to make sure that, when I rap, I want people to hear it and know that I'm serious about what I'm saying. I'm not just trying to make something sound cool or put words together. I want them to know that I feel every single word that it relates to me. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they can like just live through that. And that's what really caught me through him.
I think what's kind of ironic with that is the fact that you said he really like reps where he's from. I think like Philly, right? Yeah. And like after listening to your project, I didn't get the sense that you were from Texas because
Yeah.
Texas is really like big on like the chopped and screwed shit. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But then like listening to your shit, I was like, there's not really too much chopped and screwed in here, so I couldn't really tell. How come you weren't able to like integrate like the chopped and screwed stuff that was like really big with Texas with like the Mike Jones, Paul Walls, DJ Screw, like
Yeah.
all that shit?
I mean, growing up in, I think the only thing that's different is I know Meek Mill got a lot of support where he was from. You know what I mean? So I really appreciate and I love where I'm from, and I still rep it.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I try to distance myself to just venture off and just try to see how different I can become. You know what I mean? Instead of be closed in, because I feel like staying in a certain area, you're going to sound like them, you're going to act like them, you're going to talk like them, you know what I'm saying? If you hang around criminals, you're going to act like them. So I don't think there's nothing wrong with Texas at all, but I just feel like if I just stay in that realm, I'm going to just be closed in. And I want to be like venture off to where I go to all the states, all this, and just have like multiple personalities, multiple sounds, whatever that's kind of like instead of just learning the guitar, I want to learn every instrument and then try to incorporate all them sounds into music to where I just make it sound very unique and different. That's the type of, so I didn't want to, with Texas, I didn't really want to go that direction to where I just like, you hear me and I sound like I'm from Texas. I wanted you to hear me and be like, oh, we don't know who he sound like. This dude just has a original, unique, different sound. So I feel like that's what was going to make me stand out. You know what I mean?
No, that makes perfect sense. I think after you told me you were from Texas, it kind of clicked. After I was like, oh, he's from Texas. His name's 5-Star.
Yeah.
Because, it's the Star State or something like that, right? Yeah.
That would make sense.
Yeah, I was like, it does make sense. But yeah, like, I totally agree with you on that, bro, because I know way too many artists who try to just sound like I'm from the Bay.
Yeah.
And then, like, when you have an artist who just sounds so Bay Area, it's like, okay, you're just going to get popping there and only there. And you're going to get stuck there.
Yeah.
But then the people like the G-Eazy's or the Kailanis who decide to venture out and, like, experiment with different sounds, those are the people
that's killing them everywhere.
They're killing
it,
man.
You can just really just go into any type of area and just have a sound that everybody loves. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm up in this area. I got a track for you. I'm in this area. I got a track for you. You know what I'm saying? But if you just got one sound, it's going to be that same sound going everywhere. So everybody might not like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that shit's stuck there. So then even with the music, when did you decide to move from Texas to California?
I've been out here for like a year and a half now, something like that.
Not that long. You're still fresh. Okay.
So I moved. Yeah, I moved out here like a little almost 2 years ago. Man, it was really just a up and thing. Like I just was like one day I was just like, man, I'm tired. I was like, man, I'm tired, man. Forget it, man. You know what I mean? Bad things kept happening. You know what I mean? I was
bad things like what?
Yeah, like my car had wrecked, and then I had to get I had totaled the car, and I had to go get another car. And then after I got that car, I wrecked that car, and then had to go get another car. You know what I mean? Man, after that, like I was like having problems with like family problems, and then after that, one of my like when I was about to move, one of my close friends had like died. Like it was like the day I was supposed to move, or the next day that I was supposed to move, he ended up dying like the day before. So I ended, you know what I mean? So I ended up staying like 2 weeks after that, and it was just like bad stuff that just kept happening. You know what I mean? And I was like, man, I'm just ready to be out. So I went and worked the job for like 1 month. You know what I mean? And then quit the job and drove to L.A. like in 2 or 3 days after that, and then straight left and came out here.
Damn, dude, I'm actually really surprised. Between your family problems and even like your homie dying, that you were still willing to move out here.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's the type of stuff that would make people want to stay wherever they're from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just like kind of like cope with it because like you're around people who are familiar. But you kind of took the opposite way and said like you kind of need to get away from that.
Yeah. So. I'm like, if I cope, I'm really going to get stuck. You know what I mean? I already done went through certain times with coping with things, and then it runs you into depression. Then the depression makes the time fly by, and then it's been 6 months and you ain't did nothing with your life. You know what I mean? And you F around and just be messing your life over. So I just figured
what was depressing you, like prior to all that?
Prior to like your
friend dying and all that.
I had a lot of relationship problems like in the past, you know what I mean? So the relationship problems probably was the number one thing that hit me in the head. You know what I mean?
It's all good. I dealt with that shit too, bro. Don't worry. We on the same boat. We're on the same boat.
Yeah, but that's probably like the main thing that had got me. I mean, that, and other than that, people didn't really believe in me. So, I mean, it really hurts. It really hurts if you got like close people to you that you feel like that you'll believe in no matter what. You know what I mean? Because I feel like any family, any friend, anybody that I know personally, if they told me that I'm going to be the next president or I'm going to be a billionaire, I'm going to 100% believe you and be like, you can do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you don't do it, you don't. But I'm going to know that you can. And if you don't do it, it's just on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it hurts when I feel like that I know for a fact I believe in anybody and I'll do anything for them. And then most of the, like every single body that I look at like that, they all doubt me, or they tell me that, oh, you shouldn't do this, or I don't think it's good for you to do that, or this might not turn out. And I'm just getting answers left and right to where people looking at me, you know what I'm saying? So stuff like that was like really hurt my feelings, because I felt like I was literally going against the world, you know what I'm saying, with God, and just going ahead with everybody just to prove that, I can like do whatever I want, and I feel like I was doing it alone. I mean, I don't feel like I'm alone now, because of course a lot more people believe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, man, that's really what's getting me, the relationship problems and people doubting me and not really believing and just telling me not to do a lot of things. You know what I mean?
So then the move to California, was that more so to try to prove to people like, oh, I can really try to just pursue my dreams despite whatever the fuck you think?
Nah. Partially, it's always gonna be a part of me that wants to prove people wrong. So it's never gonna be my main agenda. You know what I mean? Say, hey, I'm gonna do this to hit you in the head or nothing like that. But I'm always gonna.
That's good.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
good.
But it's always gonna be a partial. I don't want to make it like I don't care about it all. It's always gonna be a partial part. Is, hey, all of y'all said this. You know what I mean? So now I gotta prove y'all wrong. It's always gonna be a partial part. But the main reason I moved because I had like a guy that reached out to me. He was a publicist out here that worked with a few musicians and everything, and he decided to help me while I was out there. So he was telling me things, you need to do this and do that. So that was a big thing while I moved, because he told me that he feel like I need to make that move to come to LA, because a lot of the people in the industry, A&Rs, producers, etc., these people
They're all in LA.
Yeah, they're in LA or New York, and you need to meet these people in person, build relationships, and like get yourself out here to where you're known, and try to come out here, because it'll just be easier. You know what I'm saying? Put yourself in that place. So that was probably one of the main reasons that I took that move. So I just feel like I need to be in another area, and try to like venture out there to make something happen.
And then, so because you mentioned your grandma a lot.
Yeah. How
did your grandma like take you wanting to like move out to California?
Well, she was trying hard. She was trying hard, man. Yeah, I know she didn't want me to leave, because she just, you know what I'm saying, she just loved me a lot. You know what I mean? It really hurt her. You know what I mean? She's a protector. She raised a lot of kids, man. She raised probably like overall like 10 of us, you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Throughout the years, you know what I'm saying? Probably more than that. Still raising kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she a protector for sure, man. And I think she just like tried to protect me so long, and she was just kind of afraid of the world, or like, is he ready to be on his own in LA out of all places? Because we came from a small town, and people look at LA like, if you move out here within a month, you're gonna be homeless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you're gonna be done, this and that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like she was just afraid. She was trying her hardest though, and yeah, she's strong though. You know what I'm saying? Stronger than me. She the only person I personally feel like I know that's stronger than me. You know what I mean? Mentally.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So she was able to handle it, everything good to go. I went out there and visited her like at least 3 or 4 times now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now she feeling good and confident. She watched me on Facebook and Instagram. And
that's my grandson rapping.
Yeah.
So she's like, so now, now that you've been here for like a year and a half, she's a little bit more supportive of like what you're doing.
Yeah.
Has she listened to your music?
Yeah. She liked me. At first, she didn't like it because I was cursing a lot. She's like, I don't want to hear that mess.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? But now she pretty cool. I naturally ended up taking curse words out the music. You know what I mean? So it's still in there, but it's like now I write sometimes where it naturally just doesn't be going in there as much all the time now. So she's more cool with it, and she likes the music, and she just wants me to finish what I started, you know what I'm saying, and make it happen. You know
That's
what I mean?
cool. How do your parents receive your music?
Uh, I mean, my dad didn't tell me he didn't believe, so that was good. He just told me to make it happen. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Hey, I'm gonna give you like, you know what I'm saying?" We made an agreement. He was like, "Mate, I'm gonna give you like 3 years. I need to see something happening. If nothing ain't happening, you need to go ahead. You know what I mean? Get a job, do your thing. You know what I mean?" So it's been 3 years now, and he's, you know what I'm saying? He see the position I'm in now. A lot of achievements has happened since then. So now he's like fully supportive. He's like, "Hey, do your thing. Go ahead and finish." And you know what I mean? Everything good to go. With the mom, she didn't like it at all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're a rapper. You rap. So you be cursing and doing all that other stuff, all that, you know what I'm saying? But she cool. She cool with it now, too. My little brother sent me a video of her listening to a party off my last EP off of Frequency. Yeah, so she was up in there listening to a song, Party Ain't Over. You know what I'm saying? So she good. Everybody on board now. Yeah, man.
What type of achievements was your dad saying? Like giving you the stamp of approval?
Like, what do you mean by that?
Like, you said your dad needed to see some sort of progress for you to like become a rapper and for him to be like really comfortable with you being a rapper. Like, what sort of achievements have you accomplished to where he's like, yeah.
I think one of the things that really caught his attention probably was the college I was at Kilgore. I told you when I first started doing music and everything, the mayor out there had like tweeted out. He had made a tweet saying that I'm the official rapper of the city or whatever.
What the fuck?
So I
the official rapper of the city?
Yeah, but it was a small city though.
Hey, hey, fuck it, man. You take your wins. You take your wins.
So after he put that out, you know what I'm saying, that helped me out a lot. I was sending the music to him through Twitter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And after that, the college had put me on the cover of the newspaper. You know what I mean? As a rap artist and put all my achievements. Since I was the first artist to ever get put on the cover page at the school.
That's
like in the history.
You
know what I mean? So after that happened, then the newspaper happened and like some little radio app. I was like top 4 on the top 40 on there.
Yeah.
And those 3 right there, after he checked those 3 out, he was like, okay, you know what I mean? I'm good for you to go ahead and start grinding towards it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do your thing. Because he's like, if this right here happened, you obviously ain't sorry and you got a shot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So at that point, after that happened, he was like, okay, go ahead and do your thing. Just make sure you finish, though. You know what I mean? Don't be playing around.
And did you feel any sense of validation? I mean, from your dad or even from all the achievements from the mayor being like, you're the official rapper?
Yeah.
Or like,
I think...
Or did you just never really need validation?
I did want it, you know what I mean, just to have like some sense of knowing that okay, you are, because a lot at the beginning I wasn't really even telling people I was an artist. I was like, oh yeah, man, I'm just doing music for the fun, you know what I mean. So I wanted some type of validation just so I can feel comfortable to tell somebody, yeah, I am an artist. You know what I'm saying? I'm a rap artist and be taken like serious because it's hard to get taken serious as a rap artist, especially where I come from. People going to take you as a joke the moment you said, you're going to try to be a rapper.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So,
is music even big out there in Texas? I mean, like the idea of wanting to become a rapper?
Yeah. Everybody wants to be a rapper out there now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So it's pretty crazy. It's a lot of talented people out there, though. It's a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? I got a few from the city. Choose Chris, Wiggy. You know what I mean? It's a few people out there in my city that's mad talented at doing music and everything. So it's dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's big out there.
Did your parents ever like give you some sort of direction prior to you wanting to become a rapper or even like football? Because, you know, as I told you prior to this conversation, like whenever I think of Texas, I just think of like farmlands and like pigs and like cow tipping and all that shit.
I mean, I didn't grow up with my mom or dad, you know what I mean? So my mom, I didn't live with her like I lived with her like for a month or two growing up when I was a little kid and that. But other than that, I stayed with my grandma my whole life. She raised me. And like my dad, I had met him later on in my high school years for like the first time.
What?
You know what I mean? So,
how did you even meet him?
It was crazy. My brother was on the phone with him. I always wondered what he looked like and like wanted to meet him. So I was cooling in my room, and my brother was talking to him on the phone. I was kind of mad because I'm like, yo, you been talking to this dude the whole time. Nobody tell me. And like,
Damn.
yeah. So I told him to basically give me the phone. I don't think they did it, but I found his number, hit him up. You know what I'm saying? I was a little leader when I was a little kid. Still a leader now. You know what I mean? When I found his number and called him straight up myself.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I said some crazy stuff on the voicemail from being pissed off because I don't think he answered the phone. You know what I mean? But yeah, he called me back and set me straight in a respectful way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And since then, it's been all good, man. Like, all love for the dad, and he been giving me all love as a son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's cool. Just talked to him on the phone. After that, we met up, and it was all understood. Everything he said made sense, and everything was good to go from there. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean everything he said made sense? Like, what was the situation going on?
Man, it was a lot of things. I ain't gonna go into deep detail, but yeah, it was a lot of things that went on, just with relations with his own life, to where it ended up putting me in a situation to where like he had to go a different direction out of respect for my family for what was asked, and it kept me just growing up by myself. And then the mom, it was more of my own choice, where I decided to stay with my grandma because we had stayed with her for a while my mom was in college. So she wasn't a bad mom or anything necessarily. It just, while she was in college, we stayed with my grandma too long, and we just got attached to her, and we didn't want to go. You know what I mean? So, but everything's all good. Ain't really nothing bad, nothing like that.
That's good, man. I think it's very noble of you to really make peace with your dad.
Yeah.
Honestly, and for you to recognize that the situation that was more beneficial for you was to like stay with your grandma.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people grow up a little bit more confused on what to do, but it just seemed like,
smooth.
I want to like straighten out my life, and this is the type of shit that I got to do.
Everything was going good with my grandma, so I'm like, man, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Amen. Then you lightweight broke her heart when you moved to California. So then moving out here, bro, like what's been like the biggest changes you've seen? Maybe not your career first, but just like Texas versus California.
Everything out here is more fast paced.
Yeah.
More career driven. Everything in Texas is more so laid back, and competition isn't really that deep. So it's like if you're doing good, you really don't even push yourself as hard because it's not really career driven out there. It's more so laid back to where we work jobs or go to the oil field or whatever. That's like the gold mine out there.
Yeah.
But when you're out here, it's like getting millions of dollars and being the best at this, it's like the gold mine out here. You know what I mean? So when you're out there, it's easy for you to end up being content, because it's like it's easy for you to be at a high level out there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Out here, it's harder for you to be at a high level, even so basically, if you out here and you at a high level, you could go out there and automatically be on top. You know what I'm saying? From where you at. But if you like come out here from a high level that you're at, you won't even be at a high level because it's too many people out here that's at such a high level.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I think that's like the biggest difference, that no matter how high you is out here, there's so many people that's high like you and higher. It just always pushes you from how much career driven they are out here.
So then moving out here,
and the food too. The food better.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Did you think that you were at a high level moving out here?
No, I didn't think I was at a high level at all. I knew it was a lot that I need to do. It's very far that I need to go still. You know what I mean? So I felt good where I left from Texas. I just wanted to feel like I was ready to be able to just go head up with like the world in Cali at that point. So I don't feel like I was at a high level. I just felt like I was ready. Like, you know what I'm saying? That people listen to your music, they're going to like it. You know how to, because I studied photography in college, as well as kinesiology, you know what I mean?
And
things
bowling.
like that. Yeah, and bowling. You know what I'm saying? Don't
forget
catch
bowling.
me at a bowling alley. It's going to be over. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I was ready, man. I knew how to produce, like make my own beats. I learned how to mix and master. I took a mix and mastering class, like engineer class in college, so I knew how to mix, master, produce.
Oh, you're smart.
Photography. I do videography as well. Like everything, you know what I mean? So on cover art, Photoshop. You know what I mean? I learned how to set up the whole studio down to the cables, to the mic, to learn everything. You know what I mean? So it was just, I feel like I was ready to where I knew how to do everything my own. I went and owned everything to where I went and bought the camera, all the gear and everything myself, to where I won't have to pay for it. And like, you know what I'm saying, get in debt out here and stuff like
That's
that.
how you do it.
You know what I mean? And then talent-wise, I feel like I was at a level to where I was ready, to where I'm good, to where people could accept me in and try to, like, help me become better. You know what I mean? So I just feel like I was ready.
So what was it like for you, like, moving out here with all the cameras and all the skills that you knew? Like, the first day you were here, what the fuck did you end up doing? Aside from, like, moving all your shit in, obviously.
Yeah, man, the first day that I came, man, it was actually crazy, man. It just seemed like it was so fast.
Fast.
Everything, because Texas doesn't look slow when you out there. But when you move to LA, you like, oh, man. You know what I mean? You feel like you out here. Like, dang, I'm on my own. That's what it felt like. I felt like I came out here and I had parked on the side of the street. So, because they don't have, like, streets out there to where you park and then, like, you just parking on the main road to where, like, cars driving next to your car. You know what I'm saying? Because it's parking everywhere that's free. You know what I mean? But, you know what I'm saying?
They be taxing everybody over here.
Yeah.
$2 for 15 minutes. Like, all right, bet.
It's crazy. So I had parked and it was like, man, cars coming by. Then I walked in the house. I thought I was going to have my own room when I had moved in my first place out here. They tricked me on that ad. You know what I'm saying? I came in. I had 3 roommates in one room. So that was the first.
In one room?
In one room. So it was 4 of us in a room. So I went there. It was crazy on the street. Everything was moving fast. Got out. Found out I had 4 roommates. And then in total in the house, it was 16 people. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, dang, this for real. And then the first day I went in, the AC wasn't working in the house, so it was hot. They didn't have no TV or nothing in the living room. I walked outside and saw this dude back there. I was like, what's good? He talking about, oh, this is what you got to do. This is what you got to do in Cali. You know what I mean?
Oh,
part of my head was like, yeah, you right. And then the other head was like, man, F all that.
Fuck
you know
this shit.
I was already in it, though. You know what I'm saying? I told I had worked that job for a month and got whatever money I had and moved out here. So it's like, at that point, like, what you going to do? You ain't got 10, 15 racks to just leave, or you can't just go back, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I guess I'm going to just stay here, man. And
So like, how long did you thug it out in that place?
Man, I stayed there for like a whole year. You know what I mean?
God, dude.
It was cool though. Like I look at my
don't be looking at me like you living with 3 other people in the same room. No, it was cool though. Shut the fuck up.
No, I made it
see
work.
This shit? I live there. She lives in there. Fuck that.
I innovate. I look at myself as an innovator. You know what I mean? I always make the best out of situations and learn how you can improve it, and then everything will be good. I like to find the best in everything, and then make it good to go. So I go there, and you know what I mean? I figure if I get cool with all the people, it's not going to be as bad as instead of you like living with 16 people, you live with 16 homies. You know what I'm saying? So start off, I'm like, let me get cool with these people, get cool with everybody. All of them became my homies. So then it started feeling like I was in college again. Then I got 16 homies in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we was doing stuff all the time at that point. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, I learned, hey, what can I do after this other than being friends? And I found that okay, this guy's a videographer, this guy's a photographer, this guy's a director, this guy's an artist, you know what I'm saying? So I started networking and working with everybody in the house. So now they became my homies and my business partners. So instead of me like, oh, I'm stuck with 16 people, I'm like, oh, I'm with 16 homies that all can help me towards my career goal, and I can help them. You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, like, we had a garage. They had a garage attached to the detached from the house, and I turned that into the studio to it's like, all right, cool. I don't got to go pay for no studio time or whatever. And this, like, I just put all my equipment, just record up in here. Yeah. So I was like, that's a lot of saved money. You know what I mean? And I was like, if you don't want to deal with being around these dudes all the time, just use that as motivation to be out the house and networking and going to events all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure. So then are you still cool with that 16 people?
Nah, it ain't work. You know what I'm saying? You know,
I was hoping for like, yeah, you know, we did this, we did that. You still cool? Nah.
Nah, we was mad cool though. Everybody was mad cool, but you know, LA is LA, man. So it's like, man, everybody just opportunists, man. Like they all, it's opportunists and followers, and then a few people out here are leaders. Of course, you know what I'm saying. That's why you out here balling right now, doing what you're doing. But you know what I'm saying. It's not a whole bunch of people like that out here.
Ad
you know
money,
what I'm saying?
YouTube.
That's how I'm saying. Yeah, man. After we left, man, a lot of people just lost connect. A lot of people stopped hanging out, and then it's just like when you don't really offer people the same things that you was offering them, they not really as interested in hanging out with you no more. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you got the full LA experience.
Full LA, man.
Once I'm done using you, I ain't using you no
more.
It's
It's over, man. I'm cool with one person though.
Okay.
From one person that I stayed with at the house, I'm still cool with him. Anybody else that sees this, you know what I'm saying, that sees this right now, this interview, if I was cool with you at the house, I'm still cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
let him just clear that up.
I'm talking about person that I hang out with. It's one person
Yeah.
from the house that I still hang out with a lot. So I have to change that up for people take that the wrong way and be like, oh, okay, let me unfollow this dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they take that for real. We ain't cool.
We ain't cool no more.
Give me this back.
That's the shadiest shit, bro. It's like, no, we still cool. I just don't want to follow you.
Snatching it off like T.I. for ATL. Give me that.
Yo, so like you... So you finally moved out that place, right?
Yeah.
And then so you were focusing on like networking and doing all that shit.
Yeah.
What did you find most about like through your networking days? Like where were you going? Where were you hanging out?
Man, I was blessed with a publicist out here. His Instagram name is Pub.
You don't want to give it up? I'm gonna look it up right now. Hold up. Pub. P-U-B.
Public Loyalty. Hold on.
Found him. I
You got
found
it?
him. Yeah.
See, Public Loyalty.
Okay.
I would show the camera that. His name is King. You know what I mean? He's
Shout out Noah James. He follows Noah James too.
yeah, man, he knows what he's doing in the industry, man. Very talented publicist out here, man. Very, very informed.
Bro, he fucking... I'm looking at Public Loyalty's Instagram right now, and he put this tweet from R. Kelly. And R. Kelly said, lock Usher up too. We were messing with the same girl.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Yeah, he killed it with that, man. He killed it with that.
Oh shit. So then you met up with King.
Yeah, I met up with
King was the one who found you, right?
Yeah, it was two publicists that was messing with me while I was in Texas. He's the one that was more hands-on with me when I came out here.
Okay.
So we was more cool, and then when I really took it serious to try to get good as an artist, I had put out a tape called Slept On my mixtape website. So I don't just got music on iTunes, Spotify, etc. If y'all go to Dad Piff and go check out my mixtapes, I got songs on there. You know what I'm saying?
Piff, that's
go
what I'm
check out
about.
Slept On, man. But yeah, I sent him my tape Slept On, and he listened to it, and he could tell that, okay, this dude is serious now. You know what I'm saying? He's actually good. And that's when it became more of a business opportunity to where he took me serious. And when I came out here, he kind of took me under his wing and really helped me out. He took me to multiple events, like out here, had me like at major events as well, like the BET experience and things of that sort. You know what I mean? He introduced me to a lot of people to network with in the business, and just really just showed me like how to like go about things out here, whether it's media talking or whether it's like critiquing me on anything that I'm doing personally, from walking to talking, like on how I could just be better overall as a person, and just try to be perfect, things that I need to be looking for towards the future, like how to plan out my music, or how to go about like just trading off with anybody, just doing anything. You know what I'm saying? He was just teaching me everything from A to Z. You know what I mean?
Is there any like very specific bars he gave you where you were just like, oh fuck, that really makes sense, that you weren't really aware about? Yeah,
it was one thing that he gave me that helped me out a lot. He told me because he was critiquing me hard, man. Points, it hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The points, it felt like, dang, what can I do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man, it was making me great, man. One thing that stuck out was he told me to, instead of him telling me this all the time, like critiquing me, he said, start critiquing yourself. So he said, anything that you feel like you're doing bad, or anything that you feel like you could do better, he was like, write it in your notes. You know what I'm saying? And then read it every single day, and then add stuff to the notes every single day. Or anytime you notice something that, if I'm like sitting here saying, what you think about that? I'm talking, you know what I'm saying? put it in the notes. Hey, stop saying all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So that's basically
yeah.
what he was saying. Like, find anything that you're doing bad and things that you could do better, put it in the notes, read it every single day, and then stick to it. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, and really just drill that into your
Yeah,
head.
man, he was on me hard. He doesn't stay out here anymore. He stayed out here like for the first 6-7 months I was out here, and then he ended up getting a business opportunity in Atlanta. So he ended up like having a venture out there. Yet he drilled it up into my head so much that it's like he's in the back of my head to where it's like in any situation I know that okay, this is what King would tell me to do. This is what he would give me advice on a lot of the time. So and that's what he really wanted. That's why he was really going hard on me. He said by the time he leaves, he wants to make sure that it's just stuck in the back of my head on knowing what he would tell me to do. So I wouldn't need to have the answers for nothing like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, he helped me out a lot, man. So big thanks
shout
to you,
out
bro.
to King, man.
Shout out to the
Moral
King,
of
man.
that story is make sure you write down everything you want to fix on a notepad.
Yeah, see I just gave y'all some jewels right there.
Oh, yeah,
King
man.
gave y'all some jewels right there.
Shout out King, man.
Putting y'all in the dough.
So then, now that King's gone, do you feel like you're just doing all this stuff by yourself, or do you have like a team with you? Are you totally independent?
Oh no, it's been more so networking now. Like since I talked to him, it really helped me learn how to like branch out and just like build a team. You know what I mean? So it's like everybody that I work with, I make sure that I got them to the end to where I'm definitely not gonna do no LA stuff to where I work with somebody, use them now. Oh, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if you help me and like we're not helping each other right now, I'm gonna still be cool with you. And when I make it, I'm gonna make sure that I bring you up there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go find everybody and I'm gonna make sure I'm close. So yeah, but after he left, it was just I used all the tools that he gave me. Basically, still work with people to where I go meet this videographer or this photographer or this event planner or producer or etc. A lot of things that he taught me, and then it just helps me like move faster. And then I just help them in a certain way while I be authentic and actually be cool and be friends with them, not just using them.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I think the song "Lose Yourself" by Eminem.
Yeah.
When I first listened to that song, it really made me believe like you got one shot and one shot only, right?
Yeah.
If you meet somebody, that's your one shot. But being in LA for maybe like 4 years or something,
yeah,
I've really come to realize like, yo, you can meet somebody on day one. That's not the one opportunity.
Yeah,
that's not the one time. You can meet them like 30 days later. Like you can meet them a year later. Be like, hey, remember I met you like back then, and then that one shot is like an ongoing thing. It's not just one moment in time.
Yeah, I agree for sure. When it comes to one shot to me, though, I just look at it like you got one life. So you got one shot at life to do what you want to do in life. Because if you work a job that you hate to the dead, I don't think it's anything wrong with working any job in the world.
Yeah.
Whether you getting paid $5,000 a year to getting paid millions in a year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you love what you're doing, you got the greatest job in the world if that's what you actually want to do. So I just feel like one shot that resonated with me is that you just got one shot to do it, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And if you actually do that, that's success to me in my life to be able to say that, hey, at the end of the day, that you was with who you want to be with, you did what you want to do in life no matter what it was, and you made it happen. You know what I'm saying?
You know, there was this survey I saw like months ago, and they were talking to people who worked in a hospital. I'm talking about like doctors, nurses, and the janitors.
Yeah.
So based off their survey, they were saying that the doctors and the janitors who were making like that much more money, or the doctors and the nurses who were making that much more money than the janitors, they were less happy and less fulfilled than the janitors. Because the janitors were the ones like, you know, like they were cleaning up the shit. They were doing like exactly what they needed to do, or at least what they felt like they needed to do. And they just felt like fulfilled, and like just seeing people, helping them like throughout their day. Like, because dude, when you walk in and then the janitor just like naturally talks to someone and is willing to like help them out when they're on a fucking hospital bed, like that shit sounds way more fulfilling. At least to me.
It is. Man, I agree with you 100%, man. A lot of people that that happens to not really be making as much money, they end up just being around more genuine people. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people that makes a lot of money is a lot of times because they were just being opportunists. You know what I mean? Ends up putting them around a circle of people that's only looking to use them and people that's looking to get something from them, whether it's a guy that wants the opportunity or a girl that just wants to use you for the money or to get herself in another place. You know what I mean? So a lot of times it just doesn't feel good. You just feel like you getting used all the time, and then you feel like you don't have no one to where you feel like you're alone. You know what I mean? And then that runs into depression, and that's when you find out that money and like big houses and all this stuff isn't everything. But a lot of people don't realize that until they actually get it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these people that's not really all the way up there or doesn't have it, they don't understand because they never got it yet. But they still have a lot of genuine happiness though, more because they have a lot of people that's in the same area as them to where they not all the way up here. You know what I mean?
So are you genuinely happy?
Yeah, I'm genuinely happy, 100%. Of course, from God and everything, got the tat, you know what I'm saying, with the cross, you know what I'm saying?
The $160 tat?
Yeah, $160. They hit me in the head, bro. This is for God, you know what I'm saying? Can't put a price on it. Hey, I'm not going to shout out the tattoo artist for that, but hey, it's cool. Everything all good.
Yeah. So, I was on your Instagram like right before you walked in, and your shit was lit, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Your shit was lit.
I'm trying.
Have you been getting a lot of good reception from people out here in LA?
Yeah, everything been great out here, man. Everything. I really, to be honest, I never really had any bad remarks ever. Like since I've been out here, you know what I mean? I never heard nobody say, "Oh man, I don't think you're really doing good," or "You're not moving right," or "You suck," or "You're not really good," or you know what I'm saying? I never really had any bad remarks on anything, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
It still keeps me humble, you know what I mean? Because it's like I still know that I got a long way to go, and I know I'm not Drake, you know what I mean? I know, you know what I mean? A lot of people out here think they Drake.
Hey man, if you Drake, you need a Soulja Boy.
You need a Soulja Boy, man.
Soulja Boy finna make your career. Anyways, so you got Frequency that just dropped on November.
Yeah.
What do you have looking forward for 2019?
2019, I'm looking to drop one more EP that I'm actually working on now. I plan on getting it released within the next month or so.
What's it called?
I actually don't even have a name for it. I'm working on the songs right now as we speak.
Okay.
So but other than that, after that, I'm gonna put out my first album ever. So that's what I'm focusing on mainly for the whole year more than anything. Like just how I'm gonna promote it, how I'm gonna put it out, who I'm gonna reach out to, etc. How I'm gonna go about it, and how I'm gonna make this album perfect. You know what I mean?
Is there anybody that you are working with or would want to work with for your album that's like within reach?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out with amongst myself, like should I just pull a whole J. Cole and just do the, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, man, I did this stuff. I be feeling like I did this stuff by myself through the whole time. So I'm like, yo, should my first album like just be everything I did it on my own, or should I like I'm thinking I'm gonna either do it on my own, or I'm gonna get everybody that I believe has a great talent from my city and like feature them on it, to where I go get like 2 or 3 artists from the city, and then like this one artist that I started music with, and go get like 4 or 5 features, and all the rest on me, to where it's like that's the first album. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out which one I'm gonna do right now.
I think with whatever direction you want to go with, just make sure that if you get like features, that there's not so many features to the point where it's like, okay, well, whose album is this?
Yeah. So I think if I did do a feature, it'd probably be the most is like 3, max maybe 4. You know what I mean? But it'd be like a 15-track album, so it should be good to go.
Let me know when that shit drops, man. And 5-Star Denature, thank you for hopping by at the lunch table, bro.
Definitely, man. Appreciate you.
Plug your shit, man. Let everybody know where they could find you. Oh, go ahead, man.
Okay. That's my bad. I didn't know what you was doing. Yo, everybody, y'all can.
I was like,
hello. That's my bad. Hey, yo, everybody, y'all can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everything at 5Star Denature. That's the number 5, not an F, not an F-I-V-E. That's the number 5, S-T-A-R, Denature. Denature spelling D-E, nature.
You know what I never asked you? What's your real name?
My real name.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, my real name is Victor Johnson.
All right, I'm calling you Victor from now
so
on.
So I gotta look at it. It's easy. Hold on. I do want people to know why 5-Star, actually why I went by the name, because I don't want people to think that I picked 5-Star for like 5-Star for like 5-star cars,
shut the
5-star
fuck-
hotels. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
you think
yeah.
5-star, you thinking 5-star this and then 5-star athlete. You know what I mean? So 5-star isn't just like an actual name. It's actually who I'm doing this for. You know what I mean? So 5-star represents the 6 most important people of my life. You know what I mean? Including me. So 5 stands for 5 of them. So it's like including God, Jesus, my grandma, and 2 other people, etc. You know what I'm saying? 5 stands for 5 of the most important people of my life. And the star is me. And that makes the actual name 5-star. Denature means to alter the natural qualities of something in a dictionary. I want to alter the natural qualities of how everybody perceives and how they live life and like change the direction there to try to make the world better. And then I just put both of them together and created 5-Star Denature.
Yo, that's ill.
So I had to put that out there so people don't think 5-star hotels. They're like, okay, 5-star is who he's actually doing it for. So when people say 5-star, if I get like likes this to that or whatever, any type of achievements, it's not just me getting all these achievements. It's like all this credit is going to all the people that support a 5-star. That I'm doing it for.
And we are ending it on that note, man.
Appreciate
this is the
it,
lunch
man.
table, food for thought. I'm Nico Blitz, 5-Star Denature.
Hey.
We are out, man. Yay!